Great to be together this morning. For those of you who might not know myself and my partner in crime here, my name is Elizabeth and this is John. We're longtime students of Lama Surya Das, about 22 years or so. It's always a joy to be here in any capacity. Lovely to see you all. So thank you so much for being here with us today. I love seeing everybody come into the room. This is always for me anyway, it's a very special time of the week where we get to see each other and kind of revel in our shared connection with Lama, with the Dharma, with each other. It's really a gift to me. That's something I really cherish. This group has continued to be a real source of joy for me and grounding over the years. I'm really grateful to see you all. And it's nice to remember before we get started today that the Dzogchen Center still needs our support. It's whatever anybody can give is a great help. Lama's mission of transmission and the Dzogchen Foundation continues to be doing beautiful work, and we are part of that. So I just wanted to remind us briefly. So before we just dive in, let's just take a moment to appreciate that we're here. It's easy with habitual practices to kind of forget how lovely this particular practice is for us. I know everyone's here because they love it. Each of us has our own special reason for being here, and maybe many reasons, but these routines invite us to, as in our practice anyway, to really tune in, to see each other's faces, to kind of notice again our surroundings, our seat, our breath, and look a little more deeply before we even start meditating, right? Here we are. As we get started, we want to just breathe in and lean into each other. So thank you all. As we take refuge today in the Three Jewels, we can find a safe harbor and a haven in the Buddha himself, in the Dharma teachings, or things just as they are, with each other and our sacred community. And we invoke the entire invisible array, the inconceivable, vast lineage of enlightened beings throughout space and time, as well as our own benefactors in our lives, to Lama Surya, wise elders, companions, family, pets, and with all sentient beings. Let's begin our practice with the 7-line prayer to Padmasambhava. Here we go. That's it. Okay. Take 2. Hung Ujin Yuji Nu Jang Sam Pemage Sadong Pola Yatsen Shoki Nudrupnye Pema Jungne Jesudrak Koldukan Romang Pokol Kieki Jesudadrupki Jinji Lapshi Shek Suso Guru Pema Siddhi Hum Om Ahum Benza 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 Guru Pema Siddhi Hum. Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum. Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hum. And let's do now together the refuge in bodhicitta. Once in Tibetan, once in English. Sanje chodang sokni choknam na janchu parudaki kyapsuchi dai jinso hipe sonam ki drola pensir sanje drupashok. In Buddha, Dharma, and supreme spiritual community, we go for refuge until fully enlightened. By the power of all six perfections, from generosity to non-dual wisdom, for the sake of all beings, may we realize Buddhahood.
So good morning, everybody. I want to start before the beginning today with a kind of experiential experiment. I'm going to ask everybody to close your eyes and imagine that there's never been a single experience in the whole universe, that there's never been a sight, a sound, a smell, any kind of perception or thought or experience whatsoever. The lights in the universe have just been entirely off, beyond an anesthetized sleep. Just not even blackness, just no condition whatsoever. And just feel into that complete absence. And imagine you've never had a single experience of any kind. And then let's just suddenly open our eyes and all of our senses without thinking about it, without doing anything. Just let everything flood in. Sights, sounds, smells, without choosing anything, without doing anything about it. Just experience the vividness of everything, of just having awareness. As if we're seeing, feeling everything for the first time, brand new. And without even conceptualizing like a sense of us, just let all the sensations be there. Nothing but that. It's kind of astonishing. It's amazing. Like if this were the first moment on Earth, boom. All this stuff all by itself, but being experienced. We feel it, we smell it, we experience it. And without chopping it up into pieces, without identifying it. So intense, so vivid, so present. It does it all by itself. So that should really be the end of it. We should be done. But to unpack it a little bit, Buddha famously shied away from metaphysics and ontology and philosophical questions of all sorts, but people haven't been able to resist. And maybe the best description of just like, WTF, what's going on? What is all this? How is it possible that we're having an experience? Like, science has made all these great strides, but many scientists think the biggest outstanding mystery in the universe is, how is it that we're conscious of anything? How is it that we feel anything? How is it that we're having an experience? And the best, I'm not going to answer that. Who knows? But the best metaphor that kind of Buddhist teachers over the millennia have come up with is, there's the sky, but I find more useful the metaphor of the mirror, and the fact that like all of this experience is as if it's reflections in a mirror. And what we can discover experientially is you can't separate the reflections from the mirror. Or, it's as if the reflections are actually, more technically, the reflectiveness of the mirror is like our awareness. It's open, flexible, luminous. It reflects whatever is presented to it, to our awareness. All of a sudden, that's what we're experiencing. But you can't separate that dancer from the dance. You can't find the awareness itself. Believe me, I've tried. So that in a nutshell is non-duality. That's the kind of idea of non-duality, is that we can't separate experience from the stuff that's experienced. It's just all, or attention from the objects of attention. It's just all there. And we, how do we even know that there is attention? Well, we know we're having experiences, and maybe the way we know that there's something like the reflectiveness of the mirror is simply that things change all the time, which is related to the idea of emptiness. Emptiness isn't nothing, and it's not everything. Might be most accurate to say it's anything. Anything that comes somehow into our experience is what it is. And so obviously in our Buddhist practice, we spend a lot of time thinking about attention, or call it Buddha nature, or call it Dharmakaya, or call it sky-like luminance. But this vast, empty in that way, able to contain anything, quality that is our very lives. And we try and find ourselves in here, but really we can't find that either. No more than we can separate the experience from the things experienced. And this is, somebody asked about why the Heart Sutra says form is emptiness and emptiness is form. Form is exactly emptiness, and emptiness is exactly form. It's because you can't separate the Buddha nature from the stuff. The stuff is it. We're already there. It's already non-dual. So the issue, or the perceived problem is, well, I think I'm me and I think I'm separate and there's all this. But it really can't be. Just in the way that when we opened our eyes for the first time a few minutes ago, everything was just already there. everything is always already there, and you can like think that it isn't, or you can think that you're missing it. But that's the thing, we're inherently awake. It's already there. And that's the view of Dzogchen. That's the view. When they talk about the view is non-dual. It's everything just presents itself, and we don't have to do anything. And that's why, like, so, okay, here you have this view. What do? Basically nothing. You just relax. Once you realize that you're already awake, you can't help it. You are awakeness. You're not, I mean, there's nothing to transform. There's nothing to achieve. There's nothing to get. That's the direct pointing. That's the non-dual view. So, what's a yogi to do? Just relax. Just relax. That's the resting in the view. Just like, okay, I'm awake. These experiences are coming to me. I don't need to mess with them. I don't need to do anything. I get to chill out. That's like a translation of trekshit, or cutting through, is also translated as kind of letting go or just relaxing. And how do you, once you do that, how do you maintain it? By leaving things as it is, which is, as it is. That phrase is the title of a book by Tulku Urgent Rinpoche, one of Lama's teachers, one of the most esteemed Dzogchen masters of the 20th century. That's it. Leave it as it is. There it is. It's all just doing its thing. And the practice and the relief of Dzogchen practice has to do with just allowing that all, just relaxing. And so, I mean, this speaks deeply to me. I'm, when I think about relaxation, that seems like the best possible practice. And so it also is a practice that goes all the way down. It's deeper than it sounds. It's not just like, oh, let's relax and then we'll get on with our spiritual project. That is the spiritual project. And what I mean by it goes all the way down is that if you relax fully, even this quasi-problematic notion of like subject-object dualism disappears, because there's a kind of energy, it's like a habit energy that we all have developed in the course of being human, that keeps us feeling separate from just our raw experience, and projects like, oh, there's an object, it's out there, and there's me, and I'm looking at the stuff. But it's not like that. There's just stuff, and there's just awareness, and those inseparable things is the non-duality of practice. So that's why Dzogchen famously doesn't have meditation. It has non-meditation, because there's nothing to do. There's actually absolutely nothing to do except recognize that it's all right there, that this is it, that this is the fact that we're having experience is the treasure. It doesn't matter so much what the experience is. It's just like, we get to watch this movie. Maybe it's not our favorite movie, maybe it's not great at times, but it's astonishing, like blow your head off astonishing, that any of this is happening at all. That we're having this consciousness. And so I kind of love that about, the Buddha's view, is that worship is certainly the wrong word, but it kind of elevates the very fact of awareness, and makes that central to everything that's going on, because it is. I mean, at bottom, what else is there but what we're experiencing? So let's practice this a little bit. I'm going to run over my allotted time by a minute or two. But let's start off with not quite the non-meditation practice, by doing something to just get into the feeling of it's all one thing. So this is borrowed from Lama Roger. He has this notion that relaxing is not something we do, it's something we allow. And in that spirit, let's just bring our attention inside our bodies for a second and feel our bodies as an entire field of awareness. Just feel into that. Now let's bring our attention to everything outside of our bodies. And feel into that space. Feel into that as a field of awareness. Everything but our bodies, the whole universe except our bodies, like with our bodies being a little blank cutout. And now feel into both. Everything all at once. Your body, the whole universe. Just let that distinction dissolve. And in that state of no inner and outer, just relax. There's nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to do. You are it. And that's why they say the shortest Buddhist sutra, Mama Surya says, simply ah. The very felt sense of relaxing in non-meditation. Feel into the fact that there's no you having an experience. There's just experience, including if you feel like, oh, I'm centered behind my eyes and things are coming toward me, whatever. All of those are just more experiences. You'll never find the you that's having them. That's just it's an inference. It's very liberating to just let go of that. could say that because every single thing is just experience, and there is nothing else in the whole universe, that everything is sacred, and everything is one taste. Ah.
Mantra number 5. Om Benza Aguru Emazium Om Aguru Emazium Om Benza Guru Emazium Om Benza Guru Emazium. At ease in the centerless center. Om Benza Guru. Merging as one voice. Emazium. Into the totality of all that is. Om Benza Guru Emazium. Om Benza Guru how sweet it is, as Lama always says. As we continue resting in awareness together, let's take a deep breath as one, get in sync in the present tense, which after all is the only place our bodies can ever be. Breathing in through the nose, relaxing the belly, exhaling through the mouth. Let's do that again, just for fun. Letting it all out. Isn't that amazing that the shortest mantra, which is the seed syllable of Dzogchen, represents the Dharmakaya. It is the Dharmakaya, right? Ultimate reality, pure potential. And the first letter of the Sanskrit alphabet. As Lama Surya writes, it is the truth that all Buddhist teachings are pointing to. So you can imagine I found it quite amazing when I recently read a book by a Zen teacher named Henry Hochman called Original Love, and he begins it with ah. Ah? How can that be? Lama always talks about ah. So here's a little bit that he writes at the beginning of his book, which I do recommend. Ah is considered, he says, to be the supreme expression of all Buddhism. Its whole teaching, all its wisdom and compassionate engagement with life. How on earth could one letter, all on its own, without subject or object, without a word to which it belongs, signify, suggest, or encapsulate an all-pervasive wisdom, an all-inclusive love? I know. So let's explore that with the Dzogchen sky breath, which is such a great practice, so simple, so good. So opening all our senses, like John was experimenting with us earlier, opening our eyes and our mouth wide, gazing upward, chanting ah, and we'll do it together. I know we can't hear each other, but still. Well, let's give it a try. Breathing in, and we're going to make a big sound. Ah, letting it all out, clearing out all the cobwebs. Ah, letting it all out. Ah, keep going on. Let's do that one again. As Lama says, I can't hear you. Breathing in.
Literally can.
Open, open, open. Letting it all out. Emptying everything. One more time. Let's make this one the best one. Letting everything reverberate around you, all inside and outside as one. Waking ourselves up. Now resting in that. Everything already accomplished and complete. Everything right here, now, all of it. All of it, just as it is, just as we are. Letting our minds rest on the breath. What a relief. Lama likes to remind us that in the beginning, we carry our practice, and later, it carries us. So let's feel into being carried, really letting go of any effort, any striving, any conceptual fussing, and just drop. Letting go into the wisdom of allowing means that whatever arising can be what it is, whatever it is, and that we can amazingly feel spaciousness around that, in it, through it, and that space is without limits of any kind, without any boundaries. The breath, like a door swinging in space without a frame, into original love, as Hochman calls it. Relaxed and at ease, nothing missing. Just sitting, just breathing, just being. How amazing. Imaho. Relaxed and at ease. Wondrous. Om Soham tare tu tare tu re. Soham tare tu tare tu re. Soham tare tu tare tu re. Soham mantra 4, Tara's mantra. Tare tu re. Soham tare tu re. Soham tare tu re. Soham tare tu re. Soham Tara the Liberator. Tare tu re. Embrace us in your love and wisdom. Om tare tu re. Soham protect us. Om tare tu re. Soham 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 tenderly tare tu re. Opening up. Soham tare tu re. Just letting go. Soham tare tu re. Soham tare tu re. Soham, may it be so. Soham.
Okay, so we'll dedicate the merits of our practice to all beings. We'll look at the dedication prayer by Nosho Kempo. Through the merit of this, may the light of the Buddha's precious teaching remain for ages to come, the ground for every single kind of benefit and happiness. May all the supreme holders of the teachings who uphold its living truth accept to live on for aeons and their lotus feet stand firm. And so may the sun of altruism and well-being in all its blazing splendor shine the brilliant light of the study and practice of Buddha Dharma throughout every corner of the universe. And now we'll do the New Millennium Prayer by Lama Surya Das. We'll try to. There we are. We'll do it. May all beings everywhere with whom we are inseparably interconnected and who want and need the same as we do, may all be awakened, liberated, healed, fulfilled, and free. May there be peace in this world and throughout all realms of existence, an end to war, violence, poverty, injustice, and oppression, and may we all together complete the spiritual journey. We have a few minutes if anybody has any questions or sharing that they would like to put on the table. Be happy to respond. You can either raise a hand or put them in the chat. We'll be able to see that if
That mantra, thank you, Lama, thank you, tradition, thank you, practice, thank you, all of you guys for being part of that big breath, right? I feel like there's something very special about doing it with other people because you can do it by yourself and it feels there's a release, but there's something beautiful about the connectivity of that. It's very embodied.
All right. Well, if there are no more sharing or other questions, I wish you all a very happy Sunday and thank you for practicing with us. See you next week.
Be well. Take care, all.